Hey, what's up, guys? David here. Listen, thank you everybody again for all the support, all the calls, the texts. Thank you to the artists for coming pick Alexa up and keeping her busy. Special thank you for Mindy Griffin for being sensitive to the spirit and sending me some videos that have been very clutch for me. Guys, I think it's very important that when we're bleeding like this, when we're going through a tough time like this, that we be very transparent, because I believe it's the only way that we can slap the enemy in the face. What he wants people to do is become inward and hold these things in, and to try to fight against them themselves. And at the end of the day, that doesn't bring glory to anybody but yourself if you try to hold it in. So I'm hoping that through our situation that somebody can be touched in a massive way, because I'm telling you one thing, my son's not laying there for no reason whatsoever. He's not going through what he's going through. He's an innocent, perfect little 6-year-old boy. He's not going through that for no reason. We're going to give a big, huge throat punch to the enemy for what he's doing to my kid right now. And that's what I want to talk about today is through a video that Mindy sent me and chatting with my wife, how she's just absolutely amazing. She astounds me constantly. But through talking today and watching a video, you know, that video reminded me that the Bible says that the battle is not ours. So I'm asking you, what are you fighting against? What are we fighting against that we shouldn't be? What weight are we wearing that we're not supposed to be wearing? What are we trying to punch and kick our way out of that we're not supposed to be touching the battle whatsoever? If the battle's not ours, the battle is the Lord's, then why are we fighting it anyway? And when my wife came back and said it, which is totally epic and totally true, well, if the battle is the Lord's, then there's no battle at all, right? If God's the one leading the charge, then it's done. There's nothing that we should be fighting. Something as bad as what we're going through right now, we should not be fighting it. Listen, guys, just because I'm standing here doing this video doesn't mean it's going great. You know, doesn't mean it's going perfect. I'm fighting through trying to be as positive as I can, but I cried this morning. I had a rough time this morning. Had to wake up and listen to some videos, listen to some worship, pray myself through and pump myself up to where when I walked in that room with that little boy, I said, you know what? It's going to be a great day. We all have to battle through those things, but whenever our mindset is correct, that honestly, we don't have to battle. We just have to grip onto the strength, onto the joy, onto the things that God has already placed for us. There's lifelines that are sitting out there waiting to be grabbed a hold of. So what are we grabbing on? Are we grabbing the axe? Are we grabbing the sword? Are we grabbing the gun? Or are we grabbing the lifelines that God has already given us to help us make it through, guys? As for me, today, I'm grabbing the lifelines, guys. Thanks again for all the prayers. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I look forward to soon having a huge testimonial video with a pretty little curly-headed boy smiling his brains off. Guys, as always, live life with passion and grit. Tons of passion, guys, because without it, life is just boring. And sometimes you got to grit your teeth and do whatever it takes to succeed, because life is short, and it's time we stop just surviving it and we start living it now. Love you guys.